been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
I'm Kiba.
And I'm Cole.
And we're the Retrocade.
Final Fantasy is one of the most beloved role-playing game franchises in the world, selling collectively over 135 million copies worldwide. The fanbase has followed every character and every storyline since day one, waiting for the next installment with utmost excitement.
And Disney, being a colossus of a company, is one of the most magical and profitable names in entertainment. They've brought to life so many stories through movies, animated series, and video games, making their name just as big as any out there.
So what happens when you combine the two? Tetsuya Nomura posed that question back in 2000 with the cult giant Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts is the best of both worlds. Fantasy RPG with fantasy animation, coming together to make one gigantic single-player experience. What kind of history does Kingdom Hearts carry?
This is the history of.
For this historical look, we'll be taking note of the main games only. The various side games will be mentioned, but we won't go into depth for this review. Kingdom Hearts was conceived when a conversation was overheard by Nomura between Shinji Hashimoto and Hironobu Sakaguchi about creating a game that could rival the whimsy and 3D revolution that was Nintendo's Super Mario 64. The two discussed that in order to do that, they'd have to have the same pull and widespread popularity as Disney. That's when Nomura struck gold.
Nomura's idea was brought to life through a chance meeting in an elevator at Square when Disney shared the same building in Japan back in 2000. The Disney executive allowed Nomura to pitch the game directly to Disney, allowing production to start. Kingdom Hearts was meant to bring both sides of the gaming industry together to celebrate the art form in a more inclusive way.
The name Kingdom Hearts came from Nomura thinking of Disney theme parks, most specifically Animal Kingdom, and creating something along those lines in regards to story, making each world its own experience. But the development team believed that Kingdom would not work for an IP alone, so they started brainstorming and eventually talked about the heart of the kind of game that they wanted to present. Then they ended on Kingdom Hearts.
The game features Sora, a 14-year-old boy from Destiny Islands who wants to leave his home and discover new worlds with his best friends Riku and Kairi. Unfortunately, things never go as planned. Sora is separated from his friends and is later joined by Donald and Goofy to take on the Heartless and save the various princesses from the clutches of evil. Kingdom Hearts came out in 2002 to great acclaim. The story was well received and the gameplay was very enjoyable. Inviting players on board for a new RPG experience, Sora was relatable and the Disney characters were recognizable, in addition to what people already knew from movies and television.
Once the game had released, Nomura wasn't sure how the game would be received. In fact, he hid a trailer to the second game in hopes that people would see it and want more from Kingdom Hearts. Fortunately, they did. The world wanted to know the fate of Sora and his friends, and what the world was going to be like now that the Heartless were running rampant. Little did Nomura know that this would spawn more titles played across various systems. Kingdom Hearts currently has an 85 on Metacritic, being the second highest score in the series.
We wouldn't get a main Kingdom Hearts game on the PlayStation 2 again until 2005, with Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories coming out in between the two on the Game Boy Advance. This was the first Game Boy Advance title to have FMV, or full motion video. The game mixed collectible card gameplay with RPG elements. It wasn't the most popular in the series, but sold 104,000 copies in less than 48 hours when it first released, and was received well with positive reviews. This was a way to tide people over and connect some of the dots before Kingdom Hearts 2's release in 2005.
People were on the edge of their seats and gripping their PS2 controllers for Kingdom Hearts 2's release, and when it finally came, nobody was disappointed. The game sold over 1 million copies a month after its release in North America, becoming the second highest selling game of 2006. The story continued with Sora still searching for his friends as the game introduced more Disney and Final Fantasy characters to the mix, while also focusing more on Roxas and Organization 13, introduced in Chain of Memories.
Kingdom Hearts 2 fixed a lot of complaints the first game received, as minute as they were, by enhancing gameplay, filling in the blanks of the story, and creating memorable worlds and characters to interact with. The game has a current score of 87 on Metacritic, being the highest rated game in the series thus far. This game took the PS2 into the next year, with the PS3 right behind it, with high praises and even more sales solidifying its strong library.
What came next for Square Enix and Disney was a series of side games that featured other characters, such as Riku, Aqua, Terra, and Ventus, allowing Sora to take a step back from the spotlight. Right after Kingdom Hearts 2 was Rechain of Memories, a remake of the second game for PS2 consoles, followed by 358 Days Over 2, which featured cooperative gameplay on the Nintendo DS and minimized the hack-and-slash gameplay due to the DS's smaller amount of buttons. This game would be later re-released in the 1.5 HD remix as just cutscenes that showcase the game more so as a movie. This game gave us more insight on Roxas, now a fan favorite, as the protagonist.
Following 358 Days Over 2 was Birth by Sleep. That released on the Sony PSP. This game was received well, but also left players wanting more. The main protagonists of the game were Terra, Ventus, and Aqua, which just so happens to be the order of play recommended by Nomura himself to best understand the story. This game would be followed by Recoded and Dream Drop Distance, both of which released on handhelds before making their way to the PS4 to be enjoyed by the masses. Kingdom Hearts 3 was a pipe dream for some, the fan base waiting for almost 13 years before they finally got news on the third game.
What can we expect from Kingdom Hearts 3? So far, the confirmed Disney properties to be featured in the game are going to be from Big Hero 6, Tangled, Wreck-It Ralph, and Hercules, while also featuring Pixar for the very first time with Toy Story. A series of arcade minigames are also confirmed playable, going through classic Disney settings such as Steamboat Willie. There have been many rumors on various other properties, such as Marvel and Star Wars, but those are yet to be revealed. The battle system has also been improved exponentially, creating what appears to be more fluid gameplay and action, as shown in May 2018 during the Kingdom Hearts premiere event in California.
Kingdom Hearts 3 will also be the final chapter in the Xehanort timeline, which would possibly mean this will be the last game featuring Sora, or even the last game period. Whether or not this is true is yet to be determined. Square Enix has been notoriously playing this game close to the vest, keeping all Kingdom Hearts related content to a minimum on social media. The release date will be revealed at E3 2018 during Square Enix's press conference, finally giving the public what they've so eagerly awaited.
That was the condensed history of Kingdom Hearts. What are you looking forward to hearing about at E3? Will this be Sora's last venture? Or will we see a new trilogy spawn into the new decade?
Will we see the doors between worlds finally close?
Only time and Square Enix will tell. I'm Kiba.
And I'm Cole.
And we're the Retrocade with the history of Kingdom Hearts.